Okay, so what's the post-Fed playbook based on what you just said, that really nothing's going to happen?
Well, then I think that there'll be people who say, I've got to go buy the industrials. He's giving you a green light to buy the free ports of the world. Chinese trying to fight you on that.
Chemicals?
Oh, my, chemicals, yes. I have Lyondell on tonight. One of the reasons I want them on is because that's the quintessential stock to buy. If you believe that he says, look, nothing I say, Steve, is deviant from what I've said before.
Really? Because Paul Tudor Jones said it's the NASDAQ you want to look at, right? That can go up 20% if they do nothing.
Commodities. Lyondell's like the great
Well, he said commodities too, but he said the NASDAQ could go up 20% if they do nothing.
But, we didn't even talk about the 32-year-old who's now in charge of the FTC.
Lena Khan?
Yeah, Lena Khan, who, by the way, just for the record, spell check always makes it come out Line Con.
I know you're making jokes here, but
I just want to spell check.
How much of an issue is her appointment to big tech?
Okay, here's why no. Because if you break up Amazon, say, there's notes today about how everyone loves Amazon, it would be worth a lot more in pieces because the Prime's worth $1,000. If you break up Facebook, then you get both Facebook and you get Instagram. If you break up Alphabet, holy cow, bring it on, we'll sell Waymo, right? I mean, that would be the greatest thing in the world. Apple's now a health company. Give it a PE of 32 like the health companies. That leaves Netflix, which we saw this morning in a note that was just, I think, sage-like. There it is, right here. J.P. Morgan's incrementally positive. They like the slate. So obviously, J.P. Morgan's looked at the new movies and new series and likes them. I have not. We do have some people here who watch what the series are. I mean, obviously, Netflix, now no longer bound by COVID, can start doing some of the things it used to do.
So Amazon...
And Lupin, by the way, started.
Amazon, popular show, favored by a lot of people. Amazon, which is, I mean, it feels kind of late that Jeffries is adding it to its top pick. They're taking off Alphabet.
Yeah, that was needless and gratuitous.
Amazon's your favorite.
Oh, my, yes. To the moon, as those guys used to say who were one time involved with that thing.
The Journal, though, this morning has an interesting read on how Apple's sort of move to become this health company isn't as perfect as everybody is making it out to be.
He came on Man Money, said, listen, his legacy is going to be a healthcare company. Not mentioned, of course, in that article.
Right, no, but it doesn't happen overnight, Jim, right? I mean,
it's happening. The watch is going to be how you regulate your life. I mean, when my wife had the auto light go on her car, which is years old and has like 160 miles.
Like the engine light comes on, right?
Now, we spent more time with the engine light than we have on our health all our lives. Like the engine light. I mean, but when this watch says you've got the engine light of your body, that's going to be Tim Cook's legacy. The engine light. This is going to be your engine light. I got a picture of my wife there with me. It's really great. I wish we could do a close-up. But that's his legacy. And it's going to be the watch, and it's going to be tied into blood pressure. We're going to know whether you're about to have a heart attack. 600,000 people die of heart attacks needlessly. That is Tim Cook's legacy.
Okay, so that's big picture legacy. What gets the
small picture?
No, but I want to know what gets the stock out of the 120s. It's been sitting there for a while.
You sound like someone who calls on the show and says, you know what, I own Amazon, and it was up 200 points last week. It's not been up today.
But Apple's like, well, I don't know.
Apple's up big last year.
It sits at 125 forever. Now it's at 129.
Was at 725. Now it's 712. What is that Jensen Huang doing out there? No, I mean, come on. Apple was up huge last year. It's consolidating.
Okay, well, when does it finish consolidating? Because Amazon was consolidating, too. That's starting to move. When's Apple going to really start to move again?
You cut me to the quick. I don't know. I think it has to report a couple of really great quarters where we see the ancillary products. I was at the Apple store yesterday just to be able to say,
of course you were.
If you asked me about that, it was packed. We had to wear masks. But if the accessories and the service revenue stream go up and we begin to value Apple by long-term value of customers, as we got a note today for Amazon saying they're worth $1,000, then we're all going to raise estimates of what this company's worth. And that's what's going to happen. That's how Apple's going to go higher. And Apple Plus, all the different ancillaries, Apple Pay. When people start valuing these for what they're worth, then the stock is going to go much, much higher.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.